Good evening, wonderful people of YouTube. Welcome back to our weekly Friday beer and banter show. You'll notice I didn't pick a topic tonight. I thought of a couple, and I just thought we'd just chat nonsense instead, because I think that's probably what we're better at doing on Fridays. I'm still drinking yesterday's Guinness. I made the mistake of buying an 8-pack. Definitely can't drink. Well, you can drink 8 Guinnesses in a single night, but heavy. But we are still drinking the rest of it. I'll say the rest of it. There's a couple more left over. We might get through some of it though, right? So, evening everybody. Hope you had a great St. Patrick's Day yesterday. If you chose to celebrate it, of course. If you were working, then that sucks. But I hope you did have a great Thursday. Hope you've also had a great Friday. I hope you're looking forward to your weekend. Have any of you got any hobby things planned this weekend? Let me know. If you've got any hobby things planned this weekend. Maybe that's how we can start this conversation. If you're working, let me know. Because it sucks to be you. I'm filming all weekend and I'm thinking about running an Aldari Harlequins mix for both games, and I'm curious as to whether that might be a bit too mental good, right? So we'll see. Anyway, good evening everybody in chat. Welcome Grimnar, Dave, Christian Jensen, Minkster, Dave again, Tim, Datsun Des, Forge Father Brad, Warsun 1, Rimney, Tim, Voice of Todd, Eddie, Neil, Vex, all the usual suspects. Michael, welcome everybody. Adrian, welcome. Talk, thank you.
Good evening, everyone.
And evening to you as well, mate. Good to see you in the chat. I think I've covered most of you. Cornet, Ed, Highland Fair on Keith Moore. Good evening, the Jackal. Some new names in green I haven't noticed before, which is impressive. Thank you so much.
Good evening, all.
There's two super chats just saying good evening. Love it. Absolutely love it. Wonderful. Here's to the nonsense. There's normally plenty of nonsense. Have you finished watching your reels now, Luce? I can unmute your microphone now. I had to have Luce's microphone muted because she's discovered the world of YouTube Reels.
No, Facebook Reels.
Facebook Reels.
Yeah.
And Jesus Christ.
What a delightful crock of shit.
Wasn't charged for the super chats from last week, so here's dear Liam. Keep your chin and content
You
up.
legend. Okay, I feel better because you weren't charged for last week's super chats. That Warsun 1 just come in with a mammoth $100 super chat. What an absolute legend. Thank you so much, mate. I'm just pleased that you weren't charged for it last week, to be fair. So massive thank you for such a monumental super chat. Ginger Steve won't like it. You've showed him up already and he's not even here yet. You won't like that. You won't like that or someone. You won't like the fact that one's going to sit there for ages, will he? Brandon says you can drink 8, but you have to skip dinner. That's right. Guinness is like a meal in a glass. It's heavy. First tournament tomorrow for Tim. Interesting. What you taking? Tell us what army you're taking. How you feeling about it? It's just 40k. Don't worry about the fact it's a tournament. It's just 40k. Go and have fun and enjoy yourself. I need to finish off a Chainsaw Chaos Space Marine squad. Interesting. And Tim has just upgraded his membership to Thane as well. What a fucking hero. I was just reading your comment out.
I can't.
That means your dick's just grown by many inches. And also, if you are a Thane and you were in the Discord already, don't forget to hit the button that lets you join the Only Thanes WhatsApp chat. Get yourself in there. Come and chat to us in the Only Thanes. What are you struggling with, Lise?
I need the IT department.
What's up?
I can't drag my pink screen. Look.
So drag it down. There you go.
Nope.
No, it's because you're letting go too early. Drag down, come in, push up to the top of your laptop. Your dice is still on the other screen, Lise.
My dice?
Your mouse is still on the other screen. Drag it down.
Yeah.
Bring it all the way over.
Yeah, I can't. It's not moving.
What do you mean it's not moving?
It's not moving.
How are you doing that?
I can't. I need the IT department.
Do it quicker. There you go. Just do it quicker. Done. Just do it quicker. Normally that comment's the other way around.
Turn it off, turn it on again.
Sticky Monkey, thank you for celebrating being a member for 2 months, you absolute hero. Thank you so much. Guinness is gutter sludge. Talk, I don't necessarily completely disagree with you, but I don't mind drinking it, and it was St. Patrick's Day yesterday, so...
Oops, sorry. So sorry.
Honestly, I don't know why we pay her.
You don't.
Talk pays you. Cool. So, anyway, like I said, massive thanks to Tim for upgrading his membership. Massive thanks for Warsun 1 for that huge super chat. Hit our goals tonight already. Let's go home. It's all done. Night. I'm joking. We're not going to go anywhere, obviously, clearly. When can you give me an update on the new hoodies, fella? We'll order a couple. The new ones. You're on about the new ones, Cass, that everyone else doesn't know about because that was just shared in the Only Thing so far and you just spouted it out on YouTube.
Cass,
Is that what it is, Cass? Is that what you're talking about? 8 Guinness, that's just pre-drink, says Callum. I probably would have agreed with you about 10 years ago. Maybe not so much now. I will spend the weekend freaking out that Games Workshop are about to cancel my firstborn Space Marines. A lot of models gone last chance today. Have they? I haven't seen that. I'm busy today sorting stuff out. But that's interesting. What's gone last chance? Let's have a look at that later, shall we? Just got my Nakmund box in the mail. Looking forward to that this weekend. That sounds amazing. Big Bad Peter Gaming says, hey everyone, and I'm building and painting Warhammer whilst watching WWE. I haven't seen WWE since I was about probably 15. Jesus. I am looking forward to the last bits of my Tau army that was helped from Meow in the Discord. I'm happy. That's amazing. Discord's a good place, right? Running Ulthway plus Harleys against Drakari on Sunday. First time with a new book against the guy that always wins and really want to beat him. I mean, you've got the best possible chance of that combination, to be honest with you, mate.
Hi, Liam. Hope you're well. Question: would you consider doing a tier list for each faction, but ranked by Crusade rules? In your opinion, as a playtester, which books have nailed Crusade?
That's content we could do, to be fair. We could do that. That's interesting, actually, because I think if you look at certain Crusade books, like really early Crusade books specifically, i.e. Necrons, don't think we did it very well. Not very narrative. Some of the more recent Crusade books, much better. That's something that I could spend some time doing. But do we wait until they've all got Kill Team rules? Not Kill Team rules. Crusade rules, or do we just go for it? Interesting. Custodies can't wait. Spending my weekend trying to hunt down old Space Marine codexes. I'm assuming, Tim, you're saying you're taking Custodies and you can't wait, which is worth it. But Custodies is a good army to take to an event as well. Very forgiving. Love it. Ginger Steve likes to be the big tree. He does. And the big spoon as well. Tim, welcome fella to the Thanes. Absolutely, yes. Say please to Lappy Toppy. There you go. That's what you missed out, Luce. You just had to say please to Lappy Toppy and you'd have been fine. Yeah. Chris Bay says, hi Liam and hi Luce. Welcome, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Tim says, need to find out what WhatsApp is now. WhatsApp's an app. You can get on Android and iOS. It's just a messaging app, but it's better than almost any other messaging app that exists. No drinks tonight, shoving cameras up people's rectums tomorrow.
Lovely.
I mean, if you're receiving the camera, some drinks might help, Josh. If you're doing the shoving, some drinks might help, Josh. Lots of old HQs plus one of the newer Terminator librarians. Really? The plastic one? That's interesting. They all firstborn stuff. Is it all firstborn stuff? Interesting to know. We're definitely getting a new Huron Blackheart as his old model is being discontinued, plus the Iron Warriors Warsmith. The Iron Warriors Warsmith will just be replaced by that new plastic Warsmith thing that we've got over here, wouldn't he? This fella. It'll just be replaced by this fella, right? With a silly base. So, I guess that's the new Warsmith. Huron, though, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we'll see a new Huron. It'd be cool if we did see a new Huron, wouldn't it, to be fair? Kev the Stab. Alright, dudes. Hope your week has gone as well. My week's been okay. Although, I keep lifting this arm up because it's just a habit and it's fucking really sore because I went and got my COVID booster today. Went and did that this morning. And I've got a bit of an ache on. So... just going to moan about it a bit. I won't talk about it as much as Eddie talks about when he goes to the gym. Just throwing that out there. Hobby Weekend will be frowning at 3 Scorpec I've painted and fucked up the blades, procrastinating for the last 3 for HP. How have you fucked the blades up, Ozzy? Just repaint them, it's fine. Patrick says, evening everyone, I haven't watched a bat rep in ages but love to see the community go well. Patrick, welcome. You should come and join us on our Wargaming Wednesday streams. They're not quite battle reports, we're just dicking around playing 40k. Super chill, super fun, none of this match play nonsense. You're probably going to enjoy it, he says. You might not enjoy it, I think you'll enjoy it. Freshman says, agreed, played a long Crusade with Necrons versus very other factions and Crusade felt very underdone compared to newer dexes. Yeah, I think it was the first stab, and I don't think it was their greatest stab, but at least they tried, and they've continued to progress the Crusade rules, where they're actually building them on a narrative like setting now, which is quite cool.
The thing is that plastic librarian is the one in the Great Knights Combat Patrol.
Is it? So what are they going to do with that then? Is he still going to be in the Combat Patrol?
Did we go back to Amy?
Yeah, we did, yeah. Right, who did you want?
Current SM player but struggling with hobby mojo. What's a good single model any faction just to buy and paint just to get my juices flowing?
Ooh, see, so what you're suggesting, Rimney, that you do is exactly what I would do. So go pick a random model and just paint it. But I don't think you want to listen to my advice as to which model you should go and buy and build and paint. I think the best thing to do is walk into your local gaming store, your local games workshop, your local hobby store, wherever, and just look and find. It doesn't even have to be 40k. Just look and find a model. Just find something that you think, actually, I'd like to give that a go. It might be a jet bike Farseer. It might be a tyrannid giant bug. It could be anything. It could be absolutely anything. It could be an orc war boss. It could be Gaz, right? Any model at all. Just go in there, walk around, see the model you like the look of the most, and get hold of that one. That's what I would advise. So I wouldn't tell you which model to buy because your likes, your preferences might be very, very different to mine. I really enjoy painting Eldar, but I really enjoy painting clean lines and blending robes and stuff. Some people hate that shit. They want to be doing dirty, grubby, grimy models like Death Guard and stuff. So depending on what your preference is, depends on what you should do. Right, that's what I reckon. Too many flex rolls hurting your arm? No, Liam, I don't do that. I just roll fucking dice. I don't do that thing. Right. To be fair, Eddie has a hard time doing a weekly shop. Yeah.
I've just had
He
a
does.
moment.
What's that?
You know, you've got your YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook.
Yeah.
I thought you'd linked my Facebook. I was like, why has he put LR Dempsey there?
It's a T.
How has he done that? Yeah, I just had to really squint at the screen. It's a T, not an R.
I don't know if I leave them. I can turn them off as well. I don't know if they actually gave me anything.
I honestly thought, why has he done that?
I can just go boop like that, and they're gone, and then boop, and they're back on again. Fancy it. I put them up there because I feel like I should. Them and the membership goal. We're doing well on the membership goal as well, but right now, people, we are. Where are we? We're 7 members away from hitting our target for March. How many non-members in the chat? 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think we could do it tonight with just a number 5. We can maybe do most of it with just the members that are in the chat tonight, but it's probably unlikely. Vex asks Eddie how the gym is going anyway. You making them? Please don't ask him, Vex. He won't fucking shut up about it. He just moans for 3 weeks, and he goes again for a day, and then he moans for 3 weeks. Keith says, oh, the COVID booster knocked me for 6 when I got it just before Christmas. Yeah, a few people have said that. So far, touching the wood, just a sore arm, and that's it, which is fine. Dr. Evil Prime, what's your opinion on 9th edition versus 8th edition? So, interesting question. There was a golden age of 8th edition. The golden age of 8th edition was just after all the codexes came out, before all the supplements started dropping, in my opinion. That's probably the golden age of 8th edition. That was probably the best the hobby's been for a very, very, very long time. Some people have argued that the golden age is actually when the indexes dropped and there were no codexes. I disagree. I like a little bit of extra layered complexity in each codex to give you some flavour for your specific army of choice. But I didn't like all the extra supplements necessarily, although some of them were arguably needed to increase the power of certain armies to sort of balance it out a little bit. But that's probably the best age of 40k. I think 9th edition as a core rule set is better than 8th edition as a core rule set. I think 9th edition as a competitive edition is better than 8th edition as a competitive edition. I think 9th edition as an accessible edition and an edition that is easy for people to pick up and play and enjoy random missions that aren't tournament-based missions is worse than 8th edition. I think the complexity currently in the codexes for the specific factions that have currently got their 9th edition codex is worse than 8th edition. So in a roundabout way, I've kind of just said it's a bit 50-50. There's some things that are better, there's some things that are worse. Overall, I think the state of the game in general is probably worse. And the reason why I say that predominantly is because of its complexity, and therefore the barrier to entry is super high. And because the barrier to entry is super high, it means that it's harder for people to start playing, less people come and play, less people enjoy. That's why I think it's overall worse, but the core game itself, as in the rules in the main rulebook, I think are better overall. Does that make sense? Does that answer your question? I hope that answers your question. Dave B says, for fuck's sake, even Sulphur's kicking our ass. I'm assuming you're watching the wrong type of rugby then. You're watching rugby league, Dave? Shocking. Shocking. Minxa says there's nothing wrong with going back to Amy Loose.
It's, it's a personal choice.
Is it not the one you would prefer? Which one would you prefer?
I just think the selection in general's a bit...
Belting Bob says, super pumped for the DZ Community Day at Bad Mood in London tomorrow. The community is fucking quality. It is indeed. Make sure you get lots of pictures so I can see them, please, sir. Thank you very much. Has the Eldar Titan been fixed? Says Aaron at 582 Railways. No, I was organising some stuff in the studio over the course of this last week, and I found the box with random totem, and I started sanding all the paint off the last time I got it out and cleaning up some of the joints. We're still getting there. It's going to happen at some point. Talking about Titans, I've seen that. I knew that Cass would bring out Where's George. Don't you worry, Cass. He's here.
George will not show up.
His shin pads broke off, though, look. His shin pads broke up. So I need to stick them back on properly and get him painted. I need to get him painted, but maybe not soon. Chatting on the local Discord group, I recommended your channel to a new member who asked what would be good channel to watch for games reports. Mate, thank you. What a hero. What a legend, Neil. Thank you so much. What a legend. Oh, hang on. There's some more. It's gone a bit further. Where is George? Says Cassie's there. There we go. Nailed it. Ninth is a better system. Codexes are a lot worse. Christian, I kind of agree with you. Yeah, absolutely. Dr. Evil Prime says thanks for your answer. Cool. At least that answered your question. There you go. We did something useful tonight. There is a joke there screaming, but I'm blanking on it. What's that from Short-Sighted Farseer? I don't know what your joke is, Cass. What's your joke?
I'm on top chat again.
I like 40k right now. Don't like Action Hammer. Just play 40k your way, you sexy beast. 100% agree with you, Dave. I couldn't agree with you more. Welcome to the channel, Short-Sighted Farseer. Being a Farseer, you are most definitely welcome to the Great Hall. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm putting our total for this month up to 29 out of 35. Come on, there's got to be some more that are fancying some of this members nonsense and some of the extra bonuses that you get. Coincidentally, my nickname for my ex was Barrier to Entry. Brilliant. Brilliant, Ozzy. That's a proper Beer and Banter comment, that. That's amazing. Rigged for your pleasure thinks, you think word bearers will get any love when chaos happens? I'm really hopeful. It's not because of the creep we've seen, but I'm really hopeful that we'll see a lot more narrative flavour in the Chaos Space Marine Codex with the Legions. And I think if the Legions end up with similar traits to what they've had before, it will piss a lot of people off, because we're seeing lots of extra strong sort of selections and craft worlds and shield hosts, etc, etc, etc. Since the word bearers are so incredibly important to the narrative of 40k, I'd like to see them getting some decent love and some decent benefits and some decent bonuses. That's what I'd like to see. There you go. We like a bit of Amy, says Vex. I've read that one already. George has an owie. Yeah. Oh no. Oh, she just mugged you off, Talk, completely, didn't she? She doesn't. She's too posh for that. She's too posh for emojis.
I don't think she does emojis.
She's too posh for emojis.
Ooh.
Never mind, Dave B. You naughty boy. Love Amy.
Definitely mugged Talk off.
Definitely mugged Talk off. Sorry, Talk. I'm sorry. I feel like you should get a refund for that, mate. Hikachu, thoughts of on if 10th edition having alternating unit activations. Interestingly, at deploymentzone.tv, Warsmith Chris and I do an Endless Cacophony podcast, and we were talking about rules we would like to change and things we'd like to see different a couple of episodes ago. The first one we did this, we talked about alternate activations, and we basically said that's where we would like to go, is alternate activations to add more balance. The concern is how you make it work, how you make it effective, and how you don't make the game 16 hours long with alternate activations. So that's the problem with it. I like the idea of alternate activations. I've played bolt action before. I really like alternate activations, but it needs to be done right. So I got some binoculars. Does that make me a farseer? Says Cass. Oh, it's a shocking
Remember when
joke.
James
Cass
used to call them binoclears?
Binoclears, yeah. I don't know. My mates and I are playing great 9th Ed with open war cards. The randomness of deployment mission twist makes every game unique. That's my favourite way of playing at the moment, Christian.
Never fear. Praetor Umbra is here. Wielder of the mighty hammer. Keeper of the sacred tome of Zagulzan. The destroyer of Steve's trees. Bwahaha.
You got. She does bwahaha, apparently. You got in today, Umbra, long before Steve did as well. Look at that.
Talk wants a refund.
I tell you what, he's just super chatted twice the amount just to get his refund. So you could have just kept that €2. You'd have been alright, talk, wouldn't you? I'm sorry, mate. I didn't know she was too posh for... Should we see if the Welsh fella does emojis? You like the Welsh fella, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah, the Welsh fella's good.
What's everyone's favourite retro model? Personally, mine is the Karaskin models. I like the Valhallans.
I want a refund, lol.
I need some stuff because they got nada wildberries. I agree. Rigged for your pleasure. I agree. What a great name that is as well. Rigged for your pleasure. Amazing. I want to know what George has been doing that he broke all of his knee pads. Did you know the joint? So this is a fuck off great big Warhound Titan from Forge World, right? And the joints are these little thin pieces in here. Where's my Apple Pencil? These little thin pieces in here. These are the joins here. Tiny thin strips of resin. Now actually the gate to glue it onto the shin pad is quite big, but that's how it connects to the leg. So I'm going to have to figure out a way. I might just glue it and see what happens with some fucking super strong glue. Should we try and glue it live on stream?
Since the jokes have started, what do you get when you tune a pig? Wait for it. A ham radio.
Wait fought it was my favourite part of that, Neil. Thank you. Let me bring George over here. I've got some super glue here. I'm going to fix it live on stream with beer. Super glue. Other products are... You love it when people do that, don't you? Other glues are available and stuff like that.
Ugh.
You don't like that at all?
We all know there's other glue available.
She likes that. She likes it.
Stop it.
Oh, fuck me. That's a bit too much glue, that popped. Let's get rid of it. Oh, no, I've stuck it to my finger. It's going badly already loose.
Sorry I'm late to the stream. I've been packing up ready for Carnage in the capital tomorrow.
Carnage in the capital, is that what it's called? How the fuck does this go on here now? Let's talk to chat for a minute. What's Crab just chatted?
He said, George was brought with broken ankle money. It's only fitting. Dave B says I should start tickling you.
Who should? You should.
Yeah.
I don't know where the problem is, because of the way this looks, I can't see where the fucking join is. So I'm going to assume it's about there.
Just blue tack it.
Just blue tack it?
I got a good old lump of blue tack somewhere.
This is riveting footage, right now.
It's outstanding.
It's not really sticking either. It's just leaking all down the bottom of the pat. Oh, I've stuck my finger to it though. Good start, isn't it? Riveting footage. What are you laughing at?
You.
Oh, that looks like it fits. That's exciting.
This is really a Saturday job
It probably is, yeah.
that you're doing right now.
Yeah.
Chaos is a waste of good resin.
Currently talk. You're not wrong, currently.
What are we going to call my GCSE when I learn Warhammer?
I don't know.
Bonafide
Fucking hell.
qualification.
Everything is sticking to everything right now. Right, we've got one on. First one's done. Don't worry, both of them broke off. So the excitement's not over yet. Some more George coming. I think I'm gonna break all these spikes off, right, and sand them down. I don't think I like the spikes on the top. I think I'm just worried that they're gonna break.
Well, where can the pigeons sit if there's spikes on the top?
Well, I don't have pigeons for this Titan. Do you know what I do have for the Titan though?
Big enough to have pigeons.
Do you know what I do have?
What's that?
I have a plastic crab.
Because Crab gave it to you.
Yeah, because Crab gave it to me
Oh.
at Weekend at Bernie's, the DZ Open weekend Open Day weekend thing that we had the other weekend. He turned up to Weekend at Bernie's with a painted crab for me, so I could put Crab on the base.
Oh. That's really cute.
Gaz says at the end of the stream, Liam and George will have become one. Mate, not at the end of the stream. In about 2 minutes while this is going. I've got glue everywhere right now. And it's not gluing well either, this model. Who knew that
Yes.
Forge World resin was shit?
Ozzy just said we need elevator music.
Oh,
Nice to see someone else glue their fingers together for a change.
yeah. It happens more than you'd think.
Umber's got some solid advice here.
Everywhere. Sticky stuff everywhere. Not what you want on a Friday night, is it? Not what you want on a Friday night. Right, cool. Done. Fix the fucking... fix the shin pads. Just got to clip off these spikes. Stand them down and get some paint on it. Good.
How do you get a country girl's attention? A tractor.
Oh dear. Have I finally broken Liam over George? No, Cass. No. But you have to realise as well, Cass, that Umbra's here early tonight, so if you get too offensive about George, he'll just boot your ass early, alright? As I lay me down to sleep, I pray my soul is mine to keep and never sleep outside of the bed. All evil now back from the dead. Umbra Mortis is it. Oh, okay. Do those things normally have a base that big? I don't think they even come with a base, Dan, to be honest with you. I think George just made a nice base for him. Sorry, crap. He doesn't like being called his name. Looking good. Hashtag borrowed George. Don't start, Cass. I'll get him to do it. I'll get him to ninja you all night and you won't be able to chat.
Why is borrowed George such a trigger?
It's not borrowed. It's mine. It was given to me. My own. My precious.
Okay.
So, when Cass started on borrowed... I've got to try and scalpel this glue off. When he started on borrowed Custodes from Winters, he wasn't wrong because they are in fact borrowed. You can take us to the hospital, can't you?
This is what Gaz says. Luce, when you get to A&E with Liam glued to George, what's going to be your explanation to the nurse about the 30-odd-year-old stuck to a resin model?
I'll just ask her, Gaz, do you know who I am?
No, she won't.
Oh, God, here we go.
Never fear. Ginger Steve is here. Also Umbra turned up. Night Lord Captain Extraordinaire. Chaos Knight Champion. Waddler of the Fens. Smasher of Vikings. The 40k King of Norwich. High 6 mate.
High 6 is amazing. Yeah, I'll upset him, that, Steve. You can't upset him. Now what we're doing, Steve, right now is we are watching me pick glue off my fingers. That's what we're doing. How is everyone doing tonight? Says Umbra. We're all good, mate. Absolutely fantastic. Apart from now being covered in super glue, which is nice. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Right, I'm just going to have to pick at this while I talk to you people. Otherwise, you're just not going to see me talk to you all night. I'm just going to see me picking glue off your fingers.
Did
no
you
one
ever
wants to
do that? Go into assembly and you'd cover your hand in PVA?
In PVA, oh, all the time.
Pick it up in assembly.
Who else did that? Who else covered their finger? Who else to this day, as adults playing 40k, still covers their hands in PVA glue and picks the skin off? It's not skin, is it? It's glue. You know what I mean? John Harper says Winters would make a sexy elf. Would he? He's more like an angry little goblin, to be fair. Vex says, I don't know, I wouldn't mind getting sticky right now. Lovely. Thanks, Vex. Thanks. Ginger Steve, I thought you'd be upset. Warsong 1 came rocking in tonight with a big $100 super chat straight away, and I said that you don't like not being the biggest dick, do you? So, just saying. Let's face it, it won't be the weirdest thing in A&E tonight. It absolutely won't either, to be fair. You're 100% right, Castellan. Just stick a candle up his bum to distract from the embarrassment of a giant toy stuck to his fingers.
But then how are we going to get to the hospital if he can't sit down because there's a candle up his bum?
Yeah, you missed the point, people, as well, where Luce doesn't drive.
Yeah.
So I'd have to drive us there with a giant titan stuck to my fingers.
And a candle up your bum.
Either that or we're getting an ambulance out to that shit, and that's even worse, isn't it?
The less witnesses, the better.
Yeah. Polyester cement back in my day. I thought square bases were fantasy battle, not 40k. When you get to this bigger model, Tim, you just do what you want. Got any nail varnish remover? That'll take super glue off. Yeah, but that'll be high as a kite as well. I'm not sure you guys need to see that. Is there another way to use PVA glue? Exactly, Willard. Exactly right.
Yes, there is. I heard of someone a few years lower than me in college used PVA glue as eyebrow wax.
I've heard you can use it for protection.
That was a mistake.
A friend of mine once glued her hand to a new bumper for her car. Had to go to A&E to get it taken off. Amazing. How does she get the bumper into A&E is what I want to know.
Did you drive the car with her running alongside?
That'd be amazing. Winters is definitely a pale grot. 100% agree. Absolutely. Yes to the PVA, says short-sighted Isaiah. Kenny Mackenzie in the chat. My wife judges me for the fact that I seal all wounds and cuts with super glue. Fantastic stuff. Pretty sure that's what it was invented for. It is exactly what it was invented for in one of the world wars. Well, I think it might be the First World War. Super glue was invented to seal wounds shut. So Kenny, you're just using it for its intended purpose. Not like people like me gluing myself to resin, right?
Doesn't it leave you open to infection?
What, gluing it shut?
Yeah, like...
Well, I mean, if you haven't cleaned the wound out, arguably you're open to infection. But I guess you could clean the wound up and just glue it.
I'm so sorry, Cornet Ed. Clearly, you stick the candle up him in the hospital car park.
How did we not work that out?
I'm so
It's just
sorry.
obvious, isn't it?
That's just me causing you extra pain now.
And here's the quality 40k content that you get from this channel. If you ever have your hand stuck to a Titan and you need to go to A&E, make sure you put a candle up your bottom in the car park, not before.
Are we lighting the candle or...
Well, I think it was Gaz did ask, is it wick up or wick down? Is it Gaz who asked that?
It depends. Is there a birthday in the room?
Yeah,
Then
well,
we
God,
should
there might
light
be
the
more
candles.
candles then. That's the problem. I hope it's not a 15th birthday.
It's all right.
Jesus.
If we go to the maternity ward, it's just the one candle, just to say happy birthday.
Yeah.
So if we go to the maternity ward first, with your hand stuck to George and a candle up your bottom, then it's just the
Aussie.
one candle that has to go up there.
Vietnam, wasn't it? It might have been Vietnam. I don't know if I'm honest with you, but I know it was in a war that was it was invented.
Never mind. Ginger Steve is here. Builder of the worst trees around. The Brummy antiques dealer. He who won't shut up in Vox. Doing well, mate?
Did you give him the high 6, Umbra? I need someone who knows CSS code, by the way. If anyone knows CSS code, just drop me a message, because I'm struggling with these super chat boxes. I cannot tell you how much it triggers me that the message doesn't sit inside the box. It really fucking annoys me. So if anyone out there knows CSS and can help me out with that one, it'd be really appreciated.
Neil Woodall, the emergency room stories I have heard from 3 years working as a tech in one. Liam, you showing up with a Titan and a candle doesn't make top 10.
Now I really want the top 10.
What do we need to do to get top 10?
Cass came straight in with Warhound up the backside. If it's stuck to my hand, mate, I'm not entirely sure the next thing I need to do is stick it up my backside. Anyway, I had to drunk drive myself to the hospital when I was young and dumb because I stepped on a nail walking home from the bars.
Oh, no.
Oh, that sounds fucking horrendous. Super glue is a risk on a bleeding open wound. Invade it gets to travel and it hits your heart. Really? Is that true? So far, so good. Could you wax a rectum? Cass, almost definitely. Apologies, I didn't mean to bring out the Sineshi worshippers, said Ozzy. I think you probably did. Spreading the Emperor's light, one candle at a time. Exactly, Dr. Evil. Scott Stapely says, but if he's in overnight, how does Lucy get home? Well,
The bus.
it's okay. We won't disturb the other people in the hospital. We'll just sit there quietly by candlelight.
Very romantic.
Yeah, exactly.
Arse up.
So we have candle insertion experts in the chat then, or is it just one of Lucy's special scented ones? No, they've got girth. We don't want them, Minkster. we don't want them, right? Major says it was the Vietnam War. Absolutely. Okay, cool. I thought it might. I thought it was First War for someone.
They're also very shallow, so one false move and it's either swallowed or shot out at a great rate of speed.
Yeah, you'd want it wicked down because then it's angled at the top. It's easy to push it out, right?
Just don't get the Titan and candle mixed up.
If I have glued my hand to a candle and shoved a Warhound up my bottom, Dave, I need more than just admitting to A&E. I think. Yeah, okay. People have said it's definitely Vietnam. Interesting. It's been a while, but I could take a crack at CSS. Want a Discord message? Yeah, absolutely. Basically, this chat box nonsense that you see popping up, I've reduced the font size to try and get it within the box, but it's not wrapping properly. So I need to work out how I can inject something into the custom CSS so it wrap. I'm going to super boy now, right? So I can get it to wrap properly, so I can increase the font size and it stays within the box. Currently, it's not working. It's annoying me.
There's some A&E stories. So David King, a guy once managed to get a Buzz Lightyear stuck inside himself because the wings popped out.
How?
So
we've got a Buzz Lightyear in this house. If it's the one I'm thinking it is, that's not small. How?
And then DN stuff. Used to live with student nurses. Best story they brought home was a man with 2 decanter stoppers stuck up his arse.
I don't understand. Let's put the font right up to 40. See what happens if we put the font right up to 40. 40.
Open jar of Vegemite, can of deodorant, and a Rubik's Cube unsolved are ones from my hospital. Maybe that's why he shoved it up there. He was so frustrated. Didn't want to ever see it again. Wanted to put it behind him.
So alert text wrap 6 relative, alert message, alert image, alert user message, vertical line middle, height 1M, text align center. So it aligns the text center, which is fine. It pads it, but it doesn't wrap it. Position relative, wrap, height 100%, alert box. Super interesting tonight's stream, right? You guys are enjoying this, yeah? Good. Dan says you've got a warped mind, loose.
Yeah.
Rob says I broke 2.5 toes playing paintball. Yes, you read that right. 2.5. The break was only halfway through my middle toe. 'Twas amusing. That sounds awful. You wouldn't believe what people stick in themselves and then blame slipping and getting out the shower.
Mm-hmm.
I can believe it,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I bet you hear that a lot. Well,
Yeah.
if there's any A&E workers in here.
Freedom Fun Fridays. We probably should change the topic, I think. It's a little bit disgusting right now, right?
It's a little bit fascinating.
Colonel 149th says, man made it. How's everyone in chat? And my boy Liam. I'm fantastic, my friend. I'm continuing on the Guinness train after Paddy's yesterday, and we're talking about sticking candles in bottoms. What more do you want? Mm-hmm. What more do you want? That's a new channel idea. Warhound Deep Strike mishap in... No. My buddy and DZTV sub is a web developer. I've told him to ping you, Liam. Amazing. Thank you, Sticky Monkey. I appreciate it. Sorry, can't type no more. How is everyone doing? We're all doing well. How the hell do we get to talking about a Warhound? I know, Cass. It's partly your fault. Worst I heard was a light bulb. Oh, my.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my.
Light bulb, yeah.
Could they get it to go on? I ain't touched CSS in 4 years. When I coded, I found that Google was font of knowledge. If you have come across a platform, someone will likely have already fixed it. Yeah, maybe I just Google it. But if someone can reach out and help me, then even easier, right? Where are we going with this chat? Absolutely. It's disgusting. You lot are disgusting. I'm ashamed in you all. I'm glad it's a low number tonight. I'm ashamed in you all. We started off saying, what are you doing for the hobby this weekend? And somehow we're talking about the base horrible things. Honestly. Matt Cheeseman says, font sizes and candles in the bum. Clickbait gold. I should probably change the title, right? 40k beer and banter. Font sizes and candle in the bum.
Neil Woodall, a woman came in Saturday night with a Budweiser stuck in her. Had to go and buy a glass cutting bit to drill a hole in the bottom of the bottle to release the suction. Oh, more of those. I want more stories.
No, we don't want more of. No, we don't want more of those.
Yes, we do.
No. Michael Ellery says we have reached the pinnacle of 40k. Please, people, don't cancel your memberships for this. Please.
Chris Bailey, tonight with Liam and Luce, what have you shoved up your ass? Oh, come on, Liam. It's a very stressful job being an A&E. They've got to let it out.
No.
And here is the right place to do
I'm
it.
not debating that they've got to let it out, but this is a 40k stream. I mean, I can't claim that it's family friendly. It never has been, but this is a 40k stream.
Fully blame you, Cass. You started this.
Absolutely, I always blame Cass. It's always Cass's fault, to be fair.
Luce's Google search history spikes again tonight.
Well, don't. I'm always worried that we're going to get someone walk through the front door and just arrest her. What are you building or painting, Liam? I can't tell you what I'm building, I'm afraid.
I'm sorry, crying face.
So I put it big. I made the font bigger, and it looks nicer there with just 2-word super chats. But I want bigger ones that you read. That she reads out to me. What a waste of a bud. Chris, we don't know if it was full or not, didn't we? Certainly educate my lad, though. That's for sure. I'm sorry if you let your lad watch me. You're the irresponsible parent, ultimately, right? Imagine expensing the drill bit. We have to expense it, yeah, definitely on the expenses. I thought that was just for OnlyThings. You should join us in the OnlyThings. You will be welcomed with open arms. Oh yeah, I saw that as well, Colonel. You can come and join Discord when you remember, whenever you're ready. There's no rush. Don't worry about it. Lucy's dying back there. Love it, Liam. Are we talking drunk stories? We can talk drunk. Yesterday was St. Patrick's Day, right? So we said this when we started Beer and Banter. This is interesting. When we started Beer and Banter, when we started it, the whole premise was it's a like-minded community. We're clearly like-minded. We all love and play 40k. Just talking shit. It started. Beer and Banter started off because I did a Friday evening stream. I was drinking a few beers, and people were just chatting and super chatting shit jokes. They weren't even 40k related. It was just shit jokes. So, if you want to...
Chip you tea tonight. I do like a battered sausage.
As long as you're eating it, Minkster.
Yeah, don't put it up your bottom.
Yeah.
Waste of a sausage.
So if we want to go down the route of drunk stories, we're welcome to do drunk stories. That's not a problem. It's not the problem. Stream raid Valrak. God, no, he doesn't deserve that. Absolutely not. Which end of the bottle had to be drilled? Oh, I'm assuming that was the bottom of the bottle. The cap on the bottom.
I don't know why you'd put the bottom of the bottle in first when the bottle goes up in shape. Must have been the bottom of the bottle.
Lucy's thought about it?
Yes, I have thought about it. Why would you do that to yourself? I mean, putting glass up there anyway, stupid.
I mean, it is. They were my best jokes. I'm offended. They were great jokes. I miss shit jokes. Do you have overflow wrap set? I don't know what that means. How do I set over? Christian, just type the code in for overflow wrap so I can edit into the CSS for text. Where is it? Where's alert image, display image, alert text, text shadow, padding top, alert box, wrap, body, HTML. Alert text. Alert image. Alert message. Alert user message. Align center. That's all I've got. Alert user message, which I assume will be the bit that I need, is just text align center. That's the bit I think I probably need to change. It pours easier from doing crossword breezes.
Castellan Neva. Well, that was a charming conversation to eat my tea.
Right, that's the best way to eat your tea.
At 10:15 at night, you're eating your tea.
Honestly, you lot are shocking. I don't know why I'm surprised anymore either, to be fair. There's nothing, I don't think there's anything my community could do that surprises me nowadays.
Oh, here's a terrible joke. Man walks into a bar with some tarmac under his arm and says to the barman, "All right, mate, give us 2 pints, please. One for me and one for the road."
Shouldn't laugh at those. Beautiful.
Oh, Liam Dempsey, not my story, but my buddy who was an ER surgeon told me about this dude that on a bet shoved a light bud up you know where. Surgery was not pretty.
Right, I'm going to steal...
Bold? Is that a typo? Light bud? I'm going to say it's a typo. Light bud.
I'm going to steal the overflow...
I've heard of someone shoving a teapot up their arse before
alert
now.
message, alert user message, alert user message.
Was it like T for 6
Text
or T for
align.
1? Cindy Lauper is reported to be sick and tired of buying the same herbs over and over again, time after time.
Shocking. Overflow dash wrap.
Why
Overflow
did you
dash
put
wrap.
Stuff up there? A teapot.
Semicolon. I'm just coding whilst we're doing this, people, don't worry. And you said use break dash word.
Time after time.
Right, I think I've added the code piece that you needed and it hasn't rejected it. So, it should... Well, I say it should work. If that code works, it'll be nicely wrapped now. And if someone does a massive super chat message... Do you know Warzone 1's $100 is still sat at the top of the page? If someone does a super chat message, it should wrap it all up now, nice and tidy. I think. Why is Lou so entertained by this? And why can't my woman be more like her? They're rare.
Oh, no, you don't want 2 of me.
You don't want to, though.
No.
You don't.
I'm a full-time job, aren't I?
Yes. Yes, she is. Absolutely a full-time job. Why can't people just use butt plugs like sensible folks? Says the Bobbins. Amazing. Brilliant. Someone had their their hamster crawled up there and sticking a tube up there and just crawled. I'm not sure. I don't. Ginger Steve says, I'm eating my tea. I'm very sorry, Ginger Steve. Very sorry.
Why is everyone eating their tea at 10:15 at night?
Break word should be foolproof. Normal will work most times, but will break at clean spots. It's whether I put it in the right place, though, Brandon. That's the problem. It's whether I put it in just the right place or not. If I've injected it in the wrong place, then it's not going to work, and we're about to find out. Yeah, it didn't work. Oh no, it did work,
I'm
kind
thinking
of.
more on a campaign based off Market Garden. Do you think the first games being a 2,000 versus 500 pints game with the defenders getting more points the next game the quicker they lose works?
I think anything you want to do, like that works. I like if it's based on Market Garden, that kind of works, right? It makes sense, logical. That didn't really work, did it? Maybe I have to actually add a pad in. Let's add this into here as well. Oh, you're fucking coming through too quickly now.
This is a test to see if your wrap thingy works.
Thank you, Fabius. It's not worked yet. I've put it in another place as well just to see what happens. It's because your background on the user alert dive goes out to the extent of your visual. That's what I'm thinking is the problem. It's wrapping nicer now, but it's not where it needs to be just yet, right? 3 blondes walked into a bar, says Tropic Recon. I'm guessing that's where it stops. But yeah, Brandon, you're right, but I need to work out if I need to add a pad. I need to add a div inside the div that is padded inside the div of the visual. I want to do that tonight. I'm drinking beer. It's been a long time since I've done this kind of... I don't know.
What are you trying to do?
So when the super chats pop up, like Aegis is about to come up, if you look at the lovely, fancy Celtic kind of background, it does. The text is never just inside the box; it always overflows, and that annoys me because it doesn't look neat. So I'm trying to get it to wrap inside the box so it doesn't overflow onto the nice knotwork, and it scales depending on the size of the message to fit inside the alert box. And I'm just adding code to try and get it to do that, and it's not working right now. What's Forrest Gump's password? We've had that one ages ago. One Forrest one is amazing. I think 500 points is how people end up with weird stuff up the bum. I didn't.
Why up the bum though? Like it's so common because I had some nursing and the bum stories are always available.
Massive wrapped super chat message.
Don't go.
Reykjavik Mossif.
Like the shoe with that. Don't you go wasting your money, people, on these super chats because I'm not going to work it out tonight. I don't think. So.
This stream, Liam glues and makes words bigger.
I did make them bigger though, at least, right? So you can all read them now. They are bigger. Castor has celebrated being a scald for 5 months. Thank you so much, mate. You're an absolute hero. Waiting for the girlfriend to get home. She told me I wasn't allowed to do any hobby until she gets back. May have been a mistake introducing her to 40k. If you've been listening to this chat, then just don't use superglue. G says he's been a member for 14 months. What the fuck is going on tonight? I can't answer that for you, mate. I'm afraid.
Ooh, Neil's got a good one.
Just the best raps. My number one story was a married couple that were enjoying relations. She was on top and fell off. It broke him because there was so much blood in the muscle. Had to fly him to a trauma centre for surgery.
I can laugh at that because I don't have a penis, so...
I'm relatively confident that mine's not long enough to break, so... Chode over a chide, right?
Didn't you call you...
Didn't I what? What are you now going to unveil to chat right now?
I remember once you said in a room full of people, not me, I've got a Preston penis.
Yeah, when it's cold.
And then you said, spilled a pram twice, it's fine.
Yeah, possibly. One of them looks like me. Brilliant. Anyway, ADL Wargaming, hello from Norway. You're in Norway. Welcome, bud. What are you doing watching this in Norway? There's much prettier things to look at in Norway than this fucking stream. Inflation is a thing. Venison is so dear. Oh my god. Reduce the width to the chat box inside the graphics. Yeah, that's what I need to do. But that's, again, I'm going to have to do that with code. So at some point, I'll sit there and work it out with some fucking googling and some CSS. I reckon. Is Luce on the wine again this week? No, that's just her giggling naturally. I tried to get her to drink, but she said no.
No, I don't want.
There's still wine out there.
15 days to LDC. Join us and grab a ticket.
It's a fair point, actually. 15 days till Dempsey Con. Fucking hell, is it 15 days?
I know.
We probably should start organising.
Yeah.
I used to work in A&E. I have too many stories.
Give us your favourite.
Tell them all.
Give us your favourite story, GE.
All
right.
of them.
Give us your favourite steez. Your favourite story.
I have been organising.
Okay, good, because I haven't. I'm just going to turn up there and be a prima donna, right? Is that how it goes?
No.
So if you don't know what we're talking about, if you don't know what Gaz is super chatting about with LDC is Dempsey Con. Dempsey Con is not my name for it, but it's what we ran with anyway, and that is a one-day event on the 2nd of April at the Factorum Gaming Centre in Warminster, which is exclusive to channel members. If you are a channel member, you can pick up a ticket. There are non-player tickets and player tickets available. I don't know how many there are left. We've sold a fair few, actually, I think. However, you can pick yourself up a ticket. I think the most expensive ticket is £20 for a player ticket. That does include your lunch and your dinner. It includes gaming slots. It includes raffle tickets. It includes lots. You're getting your money's worth. You're not just paying to attend. It's non-profit. We're not making any money from it whatsoever. In fact, at the moment, because we haven't sold all the tickets, we will in fact be making a loss. But it's Luce and I's reason to get together with you guys in the community, drink some beers, hang out, drink some coffee, eat some burgers, throw some dice, play 40k, have a laugh, and just genuinely enjoy time away from the kids as well. But otherwise, it is our excuse to say thank you to all of you for being incredible members, because we only started, would you believe, right? I was looking at this the other day. Would you believe we only started live streaming regularly on this channel in the July of last year? At the point in which we started live streaming in the July of last year, we were doing one stream a week. That was it. So in 5, 6, 7, 8 months, we've gone to 3 streams a week, with Luce taking part in 2 of them. We've got a regular team now on Wednesdays for Wargaming Wednesdays. We regularly hit 150 to 160 plus live viewers, which for a channel of my size, I'm very, very happy with. And it's all because of you guys. You guys are all incredible. We're looking into ways in which we can improve the streams. We're looking into new equipment and new this and new that. And it's all because of Super Chats and it's all because of memberships. Without Super Chats and memberships, we simply cannot do it. So you're all incredible for being members for so long and for super chatting in and helping us out and supporting the streams. And if we can sort of double where we are now with super chats and memberships, and no pressure, clearly, obviously, the idea that we can bring someone like Eddie on board and stuff like that is just incredible, because it means that we can then we can improve the production quality. Eddie's an editor; he knows how to use the editor, yeah, right. He knows how to use editing software, etc. So I'm excited to do things like that as well. So, but it's all thanks to you lot. You're absolute heroes. If I go to DempseyCon, can I eat tea? If you go to DempseyCon, you can eat whatever you want, mate.
Explained in first interview in 6 years, how I get over the stresses of work by building and painting and playing with toy soldiers.
It's legitimate. It's a legit. I've said it before, right? The hobby is a massive de-stressor for me, and it's a massive mental health tool. And I use it to escape, and I use it to chill, and I use it to enjoy, right? And I think that a lot of us out there, if we were honest, the hobby takes us to a happy place, gives us some escapism, which is amazing. So, you know, that's a great way to explain how you de-stress. Yeah, Tom, to be honest with you. Tyrinon? Tyrinon. Is that how, have I said that right, Luce? Tyrinon. Celebrating being a member for 3 months, you absolute hero. Orcs, Imperial Knights, or Tau for fun? Thoughts?
Orcs.
Fun is probably orcs, I reckon. I'd guess. Imperial Knights could be fun as well, but depends on what you mean by fun. If you mean super easy, you don't have to remember many rules, etc. Imperial Knights is probably the way to go. Tau is definitely not for fun right now. As it stands, Tau is going to lose you more friends than you gain. Where's Eddie? He's here, Gaz. He's on the desk over here somewhere. Where's he gone? This is courtesy of Gaz.
Have you painted him yet?
No, I haven't painted him. I haven't painted fuck all. What have you seen me painting recently? Ah.
Do you hear that tone of voice, chat? I'm good for that.
Where's Eddie? Look. A beautiful scaled 28mm scale version of Where's Eddie that we're going to stick on a base and paint up, and we're going to start playing Where's Eddie on the Wargaming Wednesday streams. Right? Cannot wait for the painting competition at DempseyCon. I'm sure I will win. Make sure you bring your paints, though. But if you don't bring your paints, you can't paint them. Then you won't win the painting competition. I'm just saying. I am also a mental health tool. Brilliant. Thanks. There you go. Will you be holding a DempseyCon which lasts 2 to 3 days so us people from the mainland can make it worth the travel expenses? This is a test.
Shout to DZTV member at Carnage in Capital tomorrow.
Thanks, James. Yeah, that's I don't know how. I don't know if they'll accept random like what's the word I'm looking for? Like walking guests tomorrow, but Bad Moon Cafe tomorrow. The DZTV team are getting together. I say the team. Some of the community are getting together at Bad Moon. Check out Bad Moon. Bad Moon is apparently an amazing place. I haven't yet made it there, so. What was I saying? So 2 to 3 day event. Right. So this is a test and a trial to see if 1, it's popular and people like it, 2, if we can organise it and it goes well, and 3, if people want it. And we haven't sold the tickets out, but I'm conscious, like I said, we've only been doing these live streams for 8 months, so I'm already pretty chuffed with how it's gone.
How's your Hobbypocalypse progress going?
We're not talking about Hobbypocalypse, Adrian. I'm not talking about that right now. My Hobbypocalypse progress was going really, really, really strong. And then GW dropped a load of new Eldar models, but not only did they drop them, they sent them all to me. But not only did they send them all to me, they sent them all to Winters as well, and he gave me his half. So it's not going well right now, right? Colonel says, "Yeah, Tom, nothing wrong with that. That is what I do to relieve stress, and I work for the US Navy, and I'm probably the oldest guy in this stream. Oh, that's a challenge." Warsong 1's 51. There's another one that says he's 52 somewhere, right?
Oh, Liam's with me. Or have you just said him?
I turn to 40k law to visit a better place and take me away from the nightmare of reality.
Absolutely, Oz. I think a load of us do that, mate. I think a load of us do that, honestly. When I used to work in senior management jobs and what have you, if I had a stressful day, Lucy could tell if I had a stressful day because I'd sit at my desk and start building something. That was the giveaway. I would sit at my desk and just start building something. And then she would. Sometimes I'd be sat at the dinner table, and then you'd ask me, wouldn't you? So, and then you start talking to me about it, and that's. I found it easy to talk about stressful situations. When I used to work, not my last job, but the job before, we would deal with. How do I best explain the job at Siemens, Luce?
What, when you were a contractor?
No, when I was a production manager. I managed the maintenance of a fleet of trains on a network down here in the UK, in the south of the UK. That's how I'd best describe it. Now, in managing said maintenance, that meant that if, unfortunately, vehicles, trains were involved in suicides, we had to manage those situations as well. Not particularly pleasant, very stressful, very easy, however, to sit here and focus on the models and then be able to talk about what's going on and stuff. So, I've loved the hobby for that exact reason, as a bit of escapism, as a way of calming me down. That looks shit now, doesn't it? Not wrapping very well.
Ordered my DZTV jersey, not seen a preview. Just minks to 50 and a Union Jack. Can you show a preview so others can see what theirs could look like?
Yeah, I don't even know they can have flags. I don't know what that's going to look like, Minkster.
DempseyCon 23, 2 to 3 day event, beer, banter and midget tossing. Sign me up.
I'm not sure we can call them that anyway, but the super chat let it go through, so we're going to accept it. Thanks, Jedi. But I'm not sure if Jake will let us toss him. Oh, damn, I'm not the oldest at 52. There you go. Luckily, no pile of shame, as Hobbypocalypse has got me buying and painting each month. That sounds amazing, Tom. I've got loads, actually. William Stafford says, I'm clearly the oldest here, being 18.
Can't wait to see which craft world you paint up for Farseer Winters.
We are sticking to Simhan at the moment. Gaz says, I am 6 1/4 in medium dog size years. Brilliant. Would love to come to DempseyCon, but the date doesn't work for me this year. James, it's a shame, mate, but there'll be more. I promise you there'll be more. We're going to keep having get-togethers because you guys are incredible. The community's amazing. So, this is why we're doing it, because the community's been so supportive. 8 months we've been doing this. There is channel. We sort of spoke about this a little bit last night, right? There's channels that have been doing this for twice as long as me that don't get as many viewers. And they certainly don't get as much engagement with you guys. I'm very lucky in that regard. You guys are amazing.
Back in the hobby after 15 years and just looking for fun. Your live games are awesome content. Love to see content that isn't just competitive stuff.
So that was a conscious... So when we were doing Wargaming Wednesdays at the end of last year, we were doing all match play missions. We were taking secondaries. And what I noticed was... every man and his dog on YouTube was doing match play missions. They were all doing secondaries. They were all doing chapter-approved style missions. So we made a conscious choice at the start of the year to stop doing match play missions. Now that's not to say we never will do them, but we made a conscious choice to stop doing match play missions and just play for fun and play the type of 40k that I think the majority of the community probably enjoys. And I think it's better for it. And I think we now offer something different to everybody else because of that. Is my thought. Is my theory. Right? That's what I think anyway. So, Christian Jensen has upgraded his membership to Jarl. Thank you so much, mate. Upgrading memberships are super important to the channel. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. You're a hero. What was your first issue of White Dwarf, if you ever had? Mine was 200 with the first Lisbon and Bretonian. I couldn't tell you. I did used to get White Dwarf. In fact, I used to be subscribed to White Dwarf. Could not tell you what my first issue was. My ex's dad had to do something with trains but had to attend suicides so the services could resume. Yeah, so we used to send... So I was the management that sent people to them who then had to photograph and prep the train for movement so that we could get it out the way so that we could clear the line. And it was pretty grim. It's not nice for people. But, you know... it's unfortunately something that has to be done. Someone's got to do the job. So, War Walkers as fast blockers and objective grabbers are as fast mobile twin Bright Lance platforms. Interesting that you say that or ask that question, Mr. Lucky, because I just before stream was looking at exactly that. Right. So I watched, because Ginger Steve sent me the link. I watched the Art of War video. Art of War do some quality analysis of the heavy support slots for Eldar, and War Walkers are one that I hadn't really looked at, but they are strong little platforms, and I'm liking the idea of them as a double Bright Lance platform at the moment, personally. But we'll see. We will see. I don't know whether it's better to do those. I actually like the idea of star cannons on them as well. Anyway, a couple of years ago, I was going through a tough time and was self-harming, got signed off work for a bit and found my way into 40k lore, then collecting and painting, and genuinely would say it helped. That's good. I'm glad. I'm really glad. Keep getting involved in these streams. Keep being involved in the community, and I'm sure you'll be okay. My first White Dwarf was 62, if I recall. Jesus, Minkster. Does that mean you're fucking older than 40k? Evening troops, just home from work. How are we doing tonight? Craig, we're doing fine. Love to see you and Chewie beat Winters too, as long as you don't use cannons. I won't be using D cannons. You can't buy them at the moment anyway, so... to be fair, most of us are here to see Luce laugh her ass off her comments in the background and ask rainbow and waffle questions to her Google. Yeah. We have to purge her computer every now and again, Gaz. That's what we got to do. My first White Dwarf had the Hero Quest cover. Jesus, Dave. The dice rolling for objectives rules that Winters and you have used lately are bang. They're amazing. I love that mission. It's one of my favourites, right? Can we raid Bear again at the end of the stream? He promoted my channel last time, got me 16 extra subs. No. Match play is cool, but if you have a life or love Imperial Guard, you can't hard meta. So if you can't go meta, just have fun better. Love the narrative vids. Griff, absolutely. Absolutely. It's quite a trip from Germany, so hopefully next year. Yeah, well, yeah. This is a test, so if we don't sell it out, it's fine, right? It's fine. He reacted to me on... No, not... I will talk to anyone, Mr. Lackey. Whether you're a member or not, I will talk to anybody. I mean, obviously, I hope people want to become members and join the channel for a measly £2 a month to come and be in Discord. And then when you're in Discord and you realise how cool Discord is, a lot of people then choose to upgrade to Scald. And then you think, actually, Scalds, I enjoy it, but I think it's worth more than that. Then they upgrade to Jarl. And then if they really want their penis to grow by a number of inches, they upgrade to Thane. That's what happens. That's the path. Everyone thinks the path's what the Eldari do. No, the path's what people do in the channel. That's what happens here.
I didn't mean to run Ginger Steve off by peeing in his Cheerios. I just wanted to add to the peapot.
To be fair, or someone right, we can forgive many super chats from Ginger Steve for one night because he's pretty prolific, isn't he? To be fair, he's pretty prolific, and he's probably bought loads of material to make more trees. Gaz says, genuine question for once, please. Have they brought the Elder Compendium rules into the new Codex? No. If you're about Forge World stuff will always remain separate. And because it's Forge World and therefore in the Compendium, because I'm assuming that's what you mean by Compendium, then you will never see... One, you'll never see them in the Codex. Well, I say you'll never. Currently, you won't see them in the Codex. Secondly, they won't be updated for a while. They may get an FAQ that may add some keywords to them so that they interact with stratagems in a certain way, but typically their data sheets won't really change that much. So, for example, the Wraithseer may see himself gaining that -1 damage. Shut up, Siri. The Wraithseer may see himself gaining that -1 damage, may see himself gaining that -1 damage. You might even see him gaining a couple of other keywords, etc. You're not going to see massive updates to the Compendium, to be honest with you. Go on.
Gaz raises a point. He says, one thing to mention, Liam, is that some of us will be at Factorum Sunday as well. And while you remind me, Gaz, I have the timetable for DempseyCon. I'm just going to bring it up now.
Oh, yeah, Lucy's been organising.
I have been organising. Somebody has to work.
Has Winters recovered from the spanking you gave him on Wednesday? No, he hasn't. Absolutely not. Speaking of stress and trains, my dad was a train driver, hated people who stood on tracks and drove across right in front of him. Didn't mind it so much when cute women flashed him. Perks of the job, I guess, right?
I don't think many people mind that, if I'm honest.
No, I don't mind that too much, no. No. Male or female? One thing, can we get a poll to see if George is coming to DempseyCon? No, Cass, no. Winters got spanked so hard he wished he had a candle. Oh, back to that, are we? Amazing.
Didn't take long.
Matt says we'll 100% be there at next DempseyCon. Cool. So it sounds like the next one's going to be more popular. You're being haunted by the last model you painted, but being protected by the first model you painted. How screwed are you? Well, the last model I painted was a heavy intercessor, and the first model I ever painted... What's the first model I ever painted? Lehman Russ Battle Tank. Probably okay. Probably okay. What's your answers for that one, chat? You're haunted by the last model you painted, but protected by the first model you painted. What's your answers? Tell me. Tell me. Hats off for your previous job, mate. I have mates who are train drivers, and that side of it is something that they really worry about. Yeah, it's shit. I was never a train driver, thankfully, but I'm out of that now because of you people. Because of you wonderful people. So, thank you. Which is why we keep shouting about members, etc. Because it's important to us. Because it means we can keep doing what we're doing. We can keep making improvements. We're making a lot of improvements to Streaves right now. So, here we go. Super Chat War?
I will happily eat Cheerios with pea in. Unfortunately for me, I had to talk to my actual brother. Sadly, you can't keep disconnecting him so you can make super chats on a 40k stream or he clocks on.
You can, but he would clock on. You can.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the timetable for DempseyCon. 8:30 in the morning is registration, generally turning up. Guests who booked lunch and dinner will receive their lunch and dinner tokens. Separate desks for booking gaming tables and signing up for speed painting. First game is at 9 o'clock and that includes pre-arranged games. Tables are ready to play on a first come first serve basis for choice. The first speed painting slot is at 11 o'clock. You are bringing your own paints, maximum of 10, and your brushes. Factorum will base either a Space Marine or a Stormcast Eternal for you to paint. 12:30 is lunch and that's an hour. And then 1:30 it's a Q&A with Liam. At 2 o'clock it's game slot 2, again includes pre-arranged games. At 4 o'clock speed painting slot 2. And then 5:30 is dinner. 6:30 is the raffle. 7 is game slot 3 and speed painting slot 3, as well as the Big Beardy Warhammer quiz, which I don't know why I effing signed up to write it, because I have no idea about Warhammer.
It's going to be the worst 40k quiz ever.
And then 9 o'clock is announcements, including speed painting winners and other awards. And 10 o'clock, y'all gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
So you've got to go, not necessarily home, but you must leave Factorum at 10.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. There you go. There's a timetable for you.
There you go.
So you lot have all been getting involved in the models question. Haunted by assault intercessors and protected by a Necron warrior. That's interesting. Haunted by a Vargascure, protected by a Gortrek. I mean, protected by Gortrek's always good, right? Last is Repentia, first is a monolith, so Apex is okay. Asbo, It's nice to sight listening to this stream and the banter. It's like my new audiobook to listen to. Go to sleep, Stephen Fry hasn't got shit on you. Thanks, Asma, your hero. First model was the old metal Screamer Killer, and the last model was a Bloodletter. Yeah, you're probably okay there. Hunted by Bellicor, protected by a Servitor. Help, absolutely. I am old and don't remember them first painted. The first one I painted, amazing. Cumbria uses naked women instead of double yellow lines. Interesting. Last model, Scorpec Lord. First model was Beyond the Foul-Handed. You're probably okay. First model was a Sister of Battle, and the last was Gnoriac. I'm RIP, absolutely. Hunted by Chaos Legionary, protected by a Glade Guard. This is weird, but it's Beastman on both accounts. Throwback hobbying, amazing. Flying Lehman Russ, haunted by Haunted versus Blood Angel 2nd Edition Space Marine protected. Oh dear. Hunted by a Technomancer, protected by a monopose Corn Berserker with a Goblin Green base. Goblin Green bases are the Emperor's work. That's fine, James. You're allowed. Aegis says, I'm fucked. First model was a Spore Node from the Battle of Macragge, and the latest was a Custodian's Blade Champion. Yeah, you're pretty screwed. Probably a 2nd Edition Blood Angel. Last model was Rabuti Gulliman, so I'm pretty screwed, says Marius. Absolutely. Nate says, a Stormhawk Interceptor and a 2nd Edition Orc Boy. Which way round? Is the Orc Boy protecting you? Because then you're fucked. Bolt Pistol and Chainsword CSM Old School Ragnar. I'm guessing Old School Ragnar's protecting you, so that's good. You're okay. They're hunted by a Pathfinder and protected by Angron from Fellowship of the Ring. Oh, Aragon, sorry, from Fellowship of the Ring. I think I'm alright. You're probably alright. Yeah, Aragon's baller. Hunted by a Mephitic Blight Hauler, protected by a Space Crusade Space Marine. Probably fucked as well. Protected by Lord of Khorne on Juggernaut, haunted by Bloodletters. Interesting, around 18 years apart. That's it. It is interesting, isn't it? That's what a great question that was. Got everyone involved. That. With the current 40k arms race, you can be guaranteed that your first model would be massacred by your latest, even Hormagan. I'm screwed. Last model was Vortex Beast. First was an Intercessor. How come Winters never streams with his wife? Cat doesn't want to be on camera, which I think is perfectly fine. Some of us choose the influencer life, some of us don't. So.
Can I do my first and last models?
You can?
Space Marine.
Yeah.
And Space Marine.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're okay. Does loose mean 5:30 for tea? No, she means dinner, Ian. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. That's why the meal between breakfast and lunch is called brunch and not brinner, because it's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. All right? Cleared that up.
Just started the stream. Did I hear we're watching Liam eat lunch? Not the weirdest Friday on the internet.
It's been weirder tonight, to be honest with you, Nameless JT. It's been weirder. All right? Thank you for the super chat, you absolute hero. First from Terribly Painted Grey Hunters, Sentinel was the last. Does Dempsey have Whiteboard have a ticket? No, Whiteboard's there.
Whiteboard's staying here.
Whiteboard's there. Right there. You guys could just see it if you just turned your head to the left. It's there. Just turn your head side out to the left. How many people do you reckon actually look left at that point? I'm hoping a few. Mr. Lackey says, Wraith Blades with axes, worth it in units of 10, and then Fortune and another spell on them, or too expensive. Very chunky, though. They're good with axes. They're really strong.
Please, can you do a Space Crusade campaign?
Space Crusade? I don't know if I've got Space Crusade. Maybe, though. Maybe one day. The problem with axes, so the thing is axes and shields, I want to put them in Wave Serpents. That's what I want to do. I want to put axe and shield, Wraithguard, and Wave Serpents. That's my ideal. And if you make them a unit of 10, you can't do that. I honestly think 5's enough, but you can run 2 units of 5. They'll chop up a lot of stuff. If you run 2 units of 5, you can also fit a Spirit Seer and/or Warlock and/or Farseer in with them, because you can take 6 models. You can take 12 models on a Wave Serpent. Take 5 Wraithguard, they take up 2. You've got 10 slots, you've got 2 left. Right? Oh, God.
Happy Friday. Also hope your plumbing issue, etc. is solved. Immolate per usual.
Not the super chat. Not the super chat I thought it was going to be, but thank you, Wrath of Constantine, you absolute fucking hero. Wrath of Constantine flew across from the US for a DZ event.
Will DempseyCon meals be candlelit?
Yes. Yes, Cass will be on all 4s. And we'll be eating by candlelight.
Also, with DempseyCon being BYOB, somebody on Discord made another really good point. Does Factorum have cups and glasses? So do people need to bring their own cups and glasses?
We can buy big packs of plastic cups. We can do that.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
Because I did say on Discord, I'll bring your own glass, but now I think of it.
Glasses are dangerous.
Yeah.
We'll buy plastic cups. We'll do that. It won't cost us a fortune. Kev the Stab says, what time is the bar open? The bar's open all day because you bring your own booze. So it's up to you. Just be sensible, because the Factorum is my favourite place, and I wouldn't want to recoat it in vomit.
No.
Party for the cool kids' house at 10 p.m. Then. Haunted by Storm Speeder Hammer Strike and protected by Captain Tycho. I'm screwed. Yeah, it sounds like it. First model or hang on, fucking hell, that jumped then. I was about to read a comment out and I missed it. First model was an Orc Boy. Last was an Atalan Jackal. We're leaving. It says Couch Potato. What a great name. Saxon says haunted by mutant hound, protected by Sunshark Bomber. Amazing. Vargan says tell Luce to browse 40k theories for quiz ideas. 40k theories.
Yep, I've already said thank you.
Okay, cool, perfect.
You're well behind on chat.
I am. I'm trying to catch up. The model thing was quite interesting. It was funny as well. Did I see a Mr. Muscle in the chat? I have no idea. Did you?
Yeah, Eddie's there.
Eddie, oh fucking hell. Haunted by the Nightbringer, protected by the Silent King. The first model you painted was the Silent King, Eddie. That's bullshit. Don't lie to me. Does the Q&A allow me to ask you questions? Well, it's a Q&A doesn't really, it's more just an A, Cass, if no one asks any questions. So I don't know if you are aware, but Q&A means question and answer. So if no one can ask any questions, it's just an A. I don't know if anyone wants to turn up for just an A. Would you do that, Luce? Would you turn up for just an A?
What, like a grade?
Just an A. A. So yes, Cass, you can ask questions, absolutely. I actually have my second monitor to my left. You saying that made me not want to look at it. Amazing. Is the Avatar viable in a casual game or just a waste of points? I think casual L-Cramps, he's viable. He's almost got a place in competitive, I think, to a point. His reroll charge buff is pretty strong, to be honest with you. He's decent rules. He's not to be sniffed at. I like him. He's decent.
THX for the interaction. You're a top bloke. Your wife is unique too. Mine doesn't want anything to do with my 40k XD.
Thank you so much for the super chat. The kind words, Mr. Lucky. You're an absolute hero. Luce is even learning 40k. Slowly.
He's going in though.
How do you get to Factorum if you don't own your own tractor? You have to ride a donkey, Sticky Monkey, that's how you get there. You coming into Discord after the stream? Yes, for a little bit. We've read that one already. Don't travel anywhere without your drinking horn. Absolutely. I think my first model was an epic scale Rhino, Space Wolves. Will you be singing Barbie Girl? No. I cannot. No. No. Is it safe to have a Q and A with this lot? No, it's not. Absolutely not. Check your Discord DMs after stream. I sent you a CSS example that you should get most of the way. Should get you most of the way there. Brandon, thank you so much. What a hero. You're so kind. I suspect Cass means he can ask borrowed Titan questions or he's banned. We can ban him from Factorum as well, by the way. We can ban him from there. That's possible.
Cass also says, "Oh, I will ask questions, the difficult ones."
Will he? Yeah, he'll ask me if I can touch my toes, I bet. Hunted by Necron Warrior, protected by a Primaris Tech Marine. That seems okay. I'll bring the Sambuca and off to the nearest pub after. No, I don't do so. It's one of the only things I pretty much don't drink is Sambuca, to be fair.
What is everyone drinking tonight? Work can piss off. Smiley face.
Answer Wrath of Constantine chat. What are you all drinking? I'm on Guinness. Sludge, I think it was that Talk called it. Warhammer Widow is a keeper. Well, see, I spent a number of years trying to get rid of her, and it just didn't happen. So I thought I might as well make the most of it.
Do you know what Dad said when I told him that I was engaged? He said, "Oh, well done. He's an engineer."
Well done. Brilliant. Brilliant. Dad, I got engaged. Well done. That's amazing.
He's an engineer. His pension will be ample.
Well done, Luce. I didn't think you'd do it.
Ginger Steve. Speaking his name last time worked. Just like Beetlejuice.
Just like Beetlejuice. Amazing. Thank you for someone for that. Just learned I can't say the F word on the YouTube. No, you have to spell it wrong so she doesn't know.
Like EFF.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a way you have to spell it. I'm building a wall walker now. I got one with scat lasers for the cheapness. What should I do? Give it.
I think it's FUK.
Mr. Lackey, give it Bright Lances. Give it Bright Lances. I think I'm gonna. They're 85 points for 2 Bright Lances on a toughness 6 6-wing model with a 5-up invulnerable save. They're amazing.
Or maybe it's
If you were to be
FUQ.
buried with two 40k models, like some sort of awesome modern-day pharaoh, one in each hand, what would you choose and why?
Ooh, that's a hard one. What would you choose and why?
Would it not be your Eldari dice?
He said models.
Yeah, but
I think I'd
dice,
have.
I've heard all about them.
I think I'd have new avatar in one hand. Just because that's fucking amazing, that model. What do I have in my other hand? That's going to be a tough... The other hand's a tough one. I quite like the Araman model quite a lot. That's quite a cool model. Quite like Eldrad. He's a cool model. Be'lakor. Avatar Be'lakor. Fuck with me.
There you go.
Right, there we go. Unfortunately, I can't really drink anymore. That's a shame. Vodka and Diet Sprite. There you go. I'm on water. Says, yeah, brilliant. Gaz says we get tech pay again. Gaz, the army couldn't pay me enough to get back in. They couldn't double. If they doubled my wage that I used to be on, I wouldn't go back. You can keep your tech pay, my friend. I'm sure you're probably thinking the same right now, aren't you? Right? I need to get some proper drinks for next stream, Mr. Duvex. I am drinking an Elysian Space Dust IPA, smooth and hoppy. I love the IPA. You forgot twat juice.
What?
I'm not. Do you know what? I often think that Cass is watching a different stream to everybody else, but commenting in this one. Because the amount of times I read a Cass, I love Cass. Cass is incredible, right? Cass is a hero of the community, people. So let's gonna put that out there now. Cass is amazing, but so often I read his comments, I'm like, I don't know what you mean. I think it's because he's got to get his old Northern Newcastle typewriter out so he can get the fucking words in. And by the time he's used a typewriter and it's converted it to text.
Is Liam and Luce coming on Discord after stream?
Yeah, talk. We'll be in there for a little while, mate. We'll be in there for a little while, absolutely, 100%. For the Discord after party. Bright Lance as it is, says Mr. Lucky. What a hero. You want a hard one in your hand when you're buried? Yeah, absolutely. Of course I do. That's what you want. As long as they stay in your hands. Being hunted by a bloodthirster protected by Frodo. I'm utterly effed. I think you'll find, Kenny, that Frodo is protected by plot armour. So you're probably going to be okay. How does the flak missile Eldar strat work on Eldar? How does the flak missile strat on Eldar affect both missile launchers and a Warwalker? Does the flak missile strat on Eldar affect both missile launchers and a Warwalker? Interesting. Luckily for you, because it's never too far away from me. I said this the other night. I meant it. I can look the rule up right now and I'll tell you the answer. Where are we? A Starhawk missile. I assume you mean the Starhawk missile strat, right?
Are you doing stream gallery?
No, God no. It's 5-2 and they've just been asked to go into Discord afterwards. Use this strategy in your shooting phase when an Uziani model from your army targets an aircraft unit with an Eldari missile launcher. That model can only make one attack with that weapon this phase. But when resolving that attack, add 1 to the attack's hit roll. If a hit is scored, the target suffers 2 to 3 mortal wounds. No, that'll affect just one single missile launcher, Dave, I'm afraid. What do you think would win in a fight? Avatar or Be'lakor? Be'lakor.
Poor Cass is suffering brain damage from being hit with the banhammer so many times.
It's probably true, right? It's probably true. A candle. Matt, come on. Come on. Frodo isn't protected by plot armor. He's protected by Sam. That's true. Samwise. We're not going to see my Samwise anymore. My Samwise was Jake. He was my Samwise Gamgee. Mostly because he looked and sounded like him, but... hey, that's the out-of-date Codex. Fuck you, Chris.
Willard says, I have a friend who would text me and I'd never know what they were talking about. I always felt like I was walking into a conversation that started without me.
Sam plot armor Gamgee. Amazing. Amazing. Is the special edition Codex worth the mad price tag? Andrew, honestly, I have it. Honestly, no. They're never worth the mad price tag unless you are such a fanboy of that faction that you just have to have the limited edition version. The thing is with value. So this is true whether you talk about a limited edition Codex, a box of models, whether you talk about a membership to the channel, a super chat, a DZTV subscription, whether you're talking about your Netflix sub, the coffee that you buy for the morning. Value is purely, utterly, and completely subjective. So this, for me, as a monumental Eldar fanboy, is good value because I'm a monumental Eldar fanboy. To anybody else, this might not be good value. I try and price my memberships, for example, to be good value to people. And some people, a lot of you clearly think that £2 plus is actually really worth the membership to be part of the community, to be in that Discord server. That Discord server is also full of shit chat as well, by the way. If you like the shit chat on these streams, you should be in Discord. A lot of people will think that £2 is worth it. A lot of you will not think that £2 is worth it. Value is purely subjective, so I think that that is worth it, but I will be clear, you do not get any extra rules, you do not get any extra narrative, you do not get better weapons or better anything, you just get a fancy, nicer codex. That's all you get. Nice artwork on the front, a little tassel to pick your pages, some dark page edges, and that's about all you get from this. So it's honestly, completely and utterly subjective, my friend. Okay? So... and I say that about everyone with value. I can tell everybody that DZ is amazing value because of all the extra content that you get for being a DZ TV sub. I can tell you that. You can look at it and go, it's not value. I don't think I would watch that content, and therefore I don't think it's good value. I can tell you that £2 to be a member of the channel gets you access to my Discord. That's amazing value because the Discord is incredible and full of amazing people. And some people go, I'll never use it, so it's not good value. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that either. But so I think it's good value. A lot of people don't think. A lot of people don't think it would be. So there we go. We're not seeing Jakey anymore, says Vex. No, so some fucker decided to move his stream to a Wednesday night. I don't know if you noticed this week. You probably didn't because there wasn't very many people that watched it. But someone decided to move his stream to a Wednesday night, and Jake obviously is streaming on that stream instead. So you got a choice. You can watch Jake on that stream, or you can watch me, Eddie, Brom, and week after this next one, we're probably going to see the return of Joe as well. Joe's coming back. He's been off for ages with long COVID. He's not coming back this next week, but the week after he's thinking about coming down for a stream. So we're going to see Joe on the stream, which is amazing. That's my team. Me, Eddie, Joe, and Brom, and Winters when he wants to drop in every now and again. That's my team now. How cool a team is that, right?
Obviously not as cool as the B team over here.
You're all right. You do okay.
Yeah, I know, I'm the B team.
You're not the B team. You do 2 streams a week, and they all do 1 stream a week. So you're the A team.
No, as in like the stream deck thing, the stuff with my post-it notes in the garage.
So I'll be honest with you, sweetheart. That stream deck is changing quite a lot, and it's getting very complicated.
So I need new post-it notes.
You're gonna need lots of post-it notes. You need lots of post-it notes.
Maybe I should just be Omega team. I'm absolutely the last resort.
I have a Wraith Lord with a glaive and 2 Bright Lancers, building a second one again. Bright Lancers, durable mobile platform that is tough in melee too. It's hard to answer. So you sound like you're going down the route of a lot of Bright Lancers. I wrote a list earlier that had 20 Bright Lance shots, but what I need to know is what the rest of your list is. If I know what the rest of your list is, I can guide you more, because you need to have lots of DACA as well. Shuriken cannons are super solid, scatter lasers are super solid, lots and lots and lots of shots. So what's the rest of your army got is the key question. But Bright Lancers are a solid choice. A solid choice. I would like you to join us in Discord. We will be coming in Discord in a couple of minutes, Cass. We're going to answer a couple more of these questions, then we're going to fuck off to Discord. I've read a load of 40k books, but no 30k ones. Where is a good place to start? Because there is a ridiculous amount of books. Start right at the beginning. Right at the beginning of the Horus Heresy series. And the first one's called Horus Rising. There's a 3-book series. Horus Rising, False Gods, Galaxy in Flames. They're the first 3 books for the 30k Horus Heresy series. Read them in that order, or listen to them on Audible. They're all on Audible. Those need to be your first 3. 4th one, Flight of the Eisenstein. Probably skip Fulgrim. You've got some. There's 4 books, right? That'll keep you busy. Okay, so there you go. Sort those out. Kenny says, people also forget in this hobby the cost of production of written works. Paying £30 for an A4 hard book and counting to 150, 250 pages is not out of industry norm for quality. £25 for a chapter approved. Yeah, I get you, right? Major 91, what's your thought on the Shining Spears? I'm liking the look of the new Eldar, so thinking of starting them as my 5th army. Love Shining Spears. Want 2 units of 5. I did notice and was highly upset. Me too, Vex. Why did they change their knights? You'll have to ask them. Could be worse. Could be that wanker for Wednesday. Thanks, Cass. You fucking hero. Try hard, Eddie. Blink twice if you're in danger. Good save. It's not a good save. War Someone says you're S-class. I'm assuming he's talking to you, Lise.
What?
You're S-class.
S class.
Yeah, S sits just above A. There's A, B, C, and then S sits above A.
Oh, you lot.
Yeah.
No. You're wrong, but thank you.
Don't ooh-pat me, Eddie. We're not having any of that ooh-pat nonsense. No, that ooh-pat nonsense. Right. Standard deviation. Read the Conrad Cruise novels and the ADB stuff for Night Lords. All the other legions are trash. Licking Ann, you hero. Licking Ann was a very, very, very original Patreon when the channel used to be called Morehammer. What a fucking hero. Don't forget to ! Discord in the chat if you are a member or a new member and you're not already in my Discord. When you come in, make sure you link your YouTube channel to your Discord account. The Seers, who are my moderators in Discord, will help you. They will show you how to do it if you need to know how to link your profiles. That will then unlock the rest of the Discord. If Discord isn't linked to YouTube, it won't recognise your YouTube membership level and it won't unlock it for you. Okay? So let's do that. Right, cool. Anyway. We're going to go, because I've promised to drop in Discord for 20 minutes as well. And I don't like to go to bed super late, because I'm filming tomorrow with Steve Not Rob. He's bringing High Fleet Blizzard. I'm filming again with Dark Angels Chris on Sunday. Got 2 days of filming. I'm cramming the filming in right now, because we're fucking off in May to Canada to Mini Wargaming to hang out with them and do some content. And I've already spoke to Dave about space to do streaming in Canada so we can keep these up, right?
I might hang around in the kitchen for a bit tomorrow.
We might even get a Beer and Banter stream in with Mini Wargaming Dave. How cool would that be? How cool would that be? Eddie says, oh, for fuck's sake, hang on. Brilliant. Brilliant. Umbra super chat at £2 to Oopat as well, thank you so much. And Michael Ward, celebrate being a member for 5 months. Seems like I have a bit of shove having been here a while. 5 months as a Jarl. What a hero. He didn't really do all Pat, did he?
Ooh, Pat.
Love High Fleet Blizzard. Yeah, Steve Not Rob's amazing. Luce just loves his accent.
Yeah, that lovely Bristol accent.
Will you do pre-recorded videos with Jake?
If Steve ever lets him out of his little cage, then yeah, I will, yeah. But we have to let him out the cage first, right? You two are awesome, says Colonel. Keep up the great work and have a great weekend. Thank you so much, Colonel. Thank you, everybody who's been in the chat tonight. Thank you to you prolific super chatters. Thank you to you members. Thank you to those people that have celebrated being a member as well, because it's amazing that you guys continue to support this channel month on month on month on month on month. It genuinely means loads.
Steve Not Rob is the man. Tell him hi.
I will absolutely tell him hi from you, Raphael Constantine. Don't you worry. Thank you so much. We're gonna jump in Discord now. Now, typically when we do this, Discord fills up fucking quickly. So if you can't get into chat, I'm very, very sorry, but it does fill up very, very quickly. We do this sometimes on Fridays. We're going to hang out with the guys in Discord because the members, right? We want to treat the members special. We want to treat them right. So thank you so much for hanging out with us. Like I said, massive thank you to the Super Chats. Warsun1, big shout out to you, man. 170 odd bucks tonight. You're an absolute legend. Thank you so much. You're a hero. I'm upset that Ginger Steve thinks his brother's more important than me, but you know, sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. If you think about it just before you cancel the stream, don't forget to hit that like button because it just does the video some favours. We'll be back on Tuesday with another 40k show. Then Wednesday with another Wargaming Wednesday. We're hoping. We weren't going to do a Wargaming Wednesday on Wednesday because we weren't going to have 3 people here, but Bron might now be available, which is incredible. So we might do one. Watch this space. We might have a Wargaming Wednesday and then another Beer Banter next Friday. Thank you so much for watching. Luce, have you got a nice random fact for us? No?
No.
I ask you every. You think you'd use your hour and a half wisely?
Usually on a Friday. Oh wait, no, I do. This one. Are you ready?
Okay.
Did you know a group of pugs is called a grumble?